So basically, 2015 has been a hell of a year for me. And I just want to have this, be able to look back and remember every single thing that made this year what it was. I can honestly say that I'm different at this moment in my life now than I was a year ago, and I've never been more myself in that sense. So, I've got a list of 20 questions here. I don't think I'm going to do all of them, but I'm going to do a few of them, and it's just for my New Year's reflection. The first question says, what was the single best thing that happened this past year? And that's crazy. I feel like I should have thought about this before I started, but it's going to be fresh and off the cuff. Whatever. Wow. The single. Okay. I'm going to say the best thing that happened to me this past year personally was coming back to school. I messed up my first semester in school, which was 2014 of the fall, and I had to take a semester off. And the things that I had to do in order to get back here, in order to continue my education, were so challenging, but it was so worth it. I've had so much fun being here. I've learned so much. I've made so many friends, and it's just something that I'm really happy that I can say that I did. What was the single most challenging thing that happened this past year? Oh my god. I got my heart broken. Honestly and truly, and it sucked. This guy was not a good guy. I thought he was. I thought we were gonna be together forever. I left school. This is a story time video in itself, but basically, everything moved too fast and couldn't handle it. And so we ended up not working out, and it broke my heart, to say the least. I was torn down. I've never been so hurt in my entire life. That was difficult. I tried to go through the stages of grief as fast as I could. I Googled it, hung out with friends. I was like, you can cry for a little bit, but only for a little bit, and then you gotta move on, and then you move on, and then you're gonna cry a little bit more, and it's just, yeah. So that was a challenge. What was an unexpected joy this last year? Ooh, unexpected joy this last year. This year was so hard. I really don't know. An unexpected joy. My sister, towards the end of this year, she had to move in with my mom just because some living situation complications, and because of that, she was closer to me, and I haven't spent this much time with her in years, and I wasn't expecting that. What was an unexpected obstacle? You guys, I went to jail. That's another story time video in itself. I went to jail for the first and last time. We're not going to talk about why, because it's a story. I feel like I wasn't really at fault that much, but yeah. Never thought that I would ever encounter anything like that in my entire life, but I did. And I was there for 5 hours, and they strip searched me. I know, it was crazy. The next question. Pick 3 words to describe this past year. Crazy. Difficult. Experience. Challenging, difficult experience. Yeah, I didn't mean to flip you guys off. These next few questions are about spouses and books and stuff. I don't have a spouse and I don't really read that much, so we're just going to skip it. With whom were your most valuable relationships? My mom. Brooke. My best Brooke. Oh my gosh, I just remembered so much more stuff this year. My bestie, my mom, my sister, and God, honestly. He was the reason why I'm back in school. He's the reason why I got over that heartbreak. He's the reason why I'm literally here right now. I'm sorry this lighting is so, like, I'm trying to make it, like, interesting for you to look at, but it's, like, thrown off, and I don't want to be, like, all the way up in this corner. So, yeah. In what ways did you grow emotionally? Oh my gosh, these are some hard-hitting questions. Emotionally, spiritually, physically. Okay. Let's start with physically. My hair is different now. It was shorter. I shaved it at the end of last year, and I was just wearing it as it was growing out, but it got really uneven, and I couldn't stand it. So now I have this. It's a sew-in. Love it. What ways did you grow physically? I'm very short. I've been this short for my whole life. I think my face is maturing a little bit, maybe. And I turned 20. What ways did you grow spiritually? I'd say I got way closer to God this year. Way closer. But then at some points, I also fell off at the same time. Because my views spiritually are just too much for me to get into in this video, because I can see that it's already at 7 minutes right now, and that's a lot. So emotionally, how did I grow emotionally? I'm stronger. I'm a survivor. I got over my ex. I didn't think that was ever gonna happen. I picked myself back up again and made myself all brand new. So I'm stronger. I'm smarter. I'm a tough cookie. A tough cookie. In what ways did you grow in your relationship with others? I would say that my relationship with my mom has gotten a lot stronger, as well as my relationship with my sister. Generally speaking, I wasn't very close to my family, like my extended family. And this year, we all kind of just found our way right back together. And it's like, we're whole again, and we're spending time together at Thanksgiving and the family reunions. And that's one way that I grew with others. What was the most enjoyable time of your work? The most enjoyable time of my work this year, speaking as in schoolwork, was that I found what I want to do. This is the year that I found that I know what I want to do with my life. I had communications this semester, and I promise you, that was the best class I've ever taken in my entire life. I was so good at it. I connected with the teacher. I made a great grade, and I could see myself doing that for the rest of my life. That was extremely enjoyable for me, to know that not only did I do something that was fun for me and that I was good at, but now that I know what I want to do for basically the rest of my life, honestly. The most challenging part of work was in a work sense. Basically, over the summer, I was trying to stack some money so I could come back to school, and I had to work at this chicken factory. I'm not going to say the name of it just because crazy stuff like that. And it was 45 degrees in that bitch, okay? And I had to cut chicken, okay? You're supposed to cut these bones out of the chicken breast, but I was not good at that, so they'd put me on a line all by myself. And it was all the rework, all the messed up pieces of chicken. Like chicken that still had its head on it, and it was this whole body and everything, and I would have to... Plus, it was 45 degrees in there. Plus, there was mandatory overtime. That was the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my entire life. Hardest. What was my single biggest time waster in my life this year? my single biggest time waster was probably me on my own, not realizing how fast time moves when you think about it, not realizing that days turn to weeks and then weeks turn to months. Like, I never let anything go on past a month, but there were times when I would just sit and do nothing because I just thought that I had more time, when in reality I really didn't. And time moves so fast. I'm sorry if my hair's bothering you guys, it's just crazy, but time moves so fast, you guys. Don't waste your days. The best way I used my time this year, going to school, going to class, working, going to the gym, just doing something. Anything that wasn't me sitting in my room watching YouTube videos, although I do love my YouTube videos, sitting around drinking, smoking, doing all that stuff. Something that was actually productive, I was fine with. I'm fine with that. The biggest thing you learned this past year. The things that I do right now are going to affect me in the future. Speaking as the next week, the next month, the next year, and I need to understand that I'm responsible for myself now. I need to know how to take care of myself. I can't just go out and do all types of stuff because it's not gonna work out well in the end, and you know, you can't always live for right now. And the last one that I'm going to do is to create a phrase or statement that describes this past year for me. A phrase or statement. That describes this past year will probably be this. It can only get better from here. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little questionnaire type thing that I did. If you would like to see the questions, the full list of the questions, because I just skimmed through them, I'll go ahead and put a link down in the description bar. Yeah, I hope you guys like this video. I really like it. I've always wanted to do this type of thing. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing this type of thing, but if I get more confident and more bold, then I most definitely will. If you like it, thumbs up, subscribe, do all that stuff, leave me a comment, whatever. If there's anything that you would like to see me do, let me know. I'm probably just gonna test the waters for right now. So, yeah. Add me on Snapchat at Gabrielle, y'all. It's the same thing for Twitter. And yeah, I hope you like this video. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. I want to be your friend. Hope you want to be mine too. That was lame. I don't know if I like that or not. We gotta find an outro. Bye.